anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at this stats.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom.
Reaching residential areas by...
And your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
Hello, my name is Brandy Gregory, and I'm here to deliver that 3-day weekend weather report for the city of Atlanta. But before I jump into that, I would love to note that today's segment is sponsored by the Growing and Flowing podcast, actually hosted by yours truly. On my podcast, I love to connect my present day experiences to my childhood to get a better idea of who I've been, who I am, and who I am becoming. So if you are interested, go ahead and give me a listen on any platform that you get your podcast on. And if you would love to support any of my future endeavors, go ahead and shoot something over to my official Cash App. That will be $growing, the letter N, flowing, pod. Now for that weather update. For Friday, we have a high of 77, a low of 66, with a chance of rain for 70% of the region. For Saturday, we have a high of 75, a low of 68, with a chance of rain for 75% of the region. And then lastly, to round out the weekend with Sunday, of course, we are looking at a high of 77, a low of 67, with a chance of rain for 60% of the region. Again, this is Brandy Gregory, and I'm with Podcast FM 87, home of the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and DJ Rollum.
It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
Good morning, or wherever you are tuning in. This is the Beat Break Morning Show. Not therapy, ain't no joke. We did that this past Wednesday, but this is the Beat Break Morning Show. Good morning, everybody. Sean Garvey checking in with you. I hope everybody is doing well. Make sure you check us out live on that Honey app. Check us out on that Honey app. All you have to do is download the Honey app. If you don't have Honey already on your Roku TV device, make sure you get that Honey app. All you have to do is go to the website, reach1communications.com, and download the Honey app so you can get it on your Roku TV. Now, the caveat is this: you gotta have a Roku TV, okay? This will not work on your analog TV. I don't know how many people still have an analog TV in the household, but it won't be on your analog TV. It will only be on your Roku TV, okay? So make sure you have a Roku TV first before you download the Honey app if you want to watch it on your Roku TV, so you can check out shows like the Beat Break Morning Show and so much more. But you can go to reach1communications.com. You can also watch it on your phone as well, too. Just go to reach1communications.com or reach1network.tv and watch it on the app so you can check us out there. Also, don't forget to follow us at Beat Break Radio on all social media. That is Beat Break Radio. Follow us there on Beat Break Radio on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. A lot going on. Shout out to my homie DJ Rollum. He couldn't make it this evening to chime in on what we're going to be chiming in this evening. We got a lot to cover. It's been a week, ladies and gentlemen. But the good news is that I'm back in the ATL. Nothing like home. Home sweet home, baby. And another good news is that we're adding on some new features to Honey. Speaking of Honey, our new streaming movie channel on Roku. You gotta say Roku over and over and over again because we're doing big things over there at Roku. We got our pay-per-view that is going to be up and published by this coming Sunday. That is Sunday, September 15th. And we also have subscription content on there as well that you have to pay to watch. Because, we gotta monetize this thing, gotta monetize the machine, all right? So while you're downloading the Honey app, and if you are new to the Honey app, that's what you are going to expect when you get the Honey app, okay? So make sure you download that Honey app. I'm going to keep telling you guys this over and over again because I want to make sure that you get the Honey app, all right? But those are some of the new features and add-ons that we have to our channel on Roku. All right. Like I said, folks, we got a lot to cover. DJ Rollum is out. Big shout out to DJ Rollum. Also, big shout out to him for that Fat Man Scoop mix that he provided to you all last week as we pay homage to the late and great Fat Man Scoop. All right. The Beat Break Morning Show, where we talk about all things considered hip hop. Speaking of hip hop, I got to bring my cousin on once again by popular demand. Tick in the building, man. We got to get you some lighting, dog. We got to get you some lighting, man. Yo, you got a pretty good backdrop. We want to see your face. He's getting prepared. He's getting ready, y'all. But once again, make sure you download that Honey app and don't forget to follow us at Beat Break Radio. Also, if you want to support the content, you can show us some love. Show us some love by dropping that donation in our Cash App. I'm going to make sure that we get that on the screen for you there. Cash App, $Reach One Communications to support the content. That's $Reach One Communications to support the content. All right, because we need all the support that we can get. Speaking of, trying to feed the machine. Of course, we want you to feed the machine over at Honey, but we also want you to feed the machine here at Podcast FM 87 as we give you this work. All right, Cuzzo, what's going on, man? Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Check.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
How do I sound? I can't hear myself. I'm trying this headset out just to see if it'll be better.
You got a new headset?
Well, it's not new. It's old, but I just wanted to try it.
Just want to try it out? Okay.
To make sure, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Yeah. Did I see you with the headset last time? Did I see you with a different headset the last time you was on here? Or?
No, I didn't even use one. I usually use my the mic that's attached to this camera on the computer. But I noticed that my vocals be real low. So I need to see if my vocals will be clear with this on.
Yeah. I got you. We always trying out new things. It's technology. It's online radio, it's online TV. So we always trying some things out, and we live. So it is what it is, man. But hey, man, I'm glad to have you back on. Cuzzo,
yeah, thank you.
Man, talk about all things considered hip hop. How you been doing?
I've been real good. Can't complain. Taking it day by day, man. I'm glad to be here, and I appreciate the invite.
Absolutely, man. I was talking a little bit about my temporary stay in Gainesville, Florida, and what I've learned and what I've experienced during my 7-month tour in Gainesville, Florida, man. And the intention at first, and I talked about this on Therapy Ain't No Joke this past Wednesday, but the intention at first was to actually move and not come back. Come back to visit every now and then, right? But to actually move down there, give me a place, start a new life there. But I realized, man, my media community is back home in Atlanta. Of course, fam and everybody else. But man, Atlanta got a strong media community.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because I thought you was going to be there a lot longer. I knew you were going to come back and visit, but I didn't know you were going to move back this soon.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I know I'll probably upset some people by me coming back too early. That's a different conversation. But I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we're glad you're back, man. As long as you're happy and as long as you're back on your own terms, we don't want you to have to come back because you were forced or come back on any bad terms. As long as you're back on your terms and everything for the most part is good, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Like I said, we got a lot to cover. Oh, man, so much to talk about. So what a news cycle this week. I guess that's one of the things why I am in media is, it's just so much to chime in on. The beautiful thing about social media, Tick, is that with social media, it has become somewhat like the wild, wild west to an extent. Like you hear something, you listen to something on the radio or on other people's content, and and this is also the vehicle where you get your news first. Like I found out a lot of stuff first before I heard it on linear TV or on the news stations and so forth and so forth. But it's been making its rounds over the past few days, man. I know we're going to get into this Kendrick thing in just a few moments, the Kendrick and Lil Wayne situation with the Super Bowl in just a few moments, man. But man, going back to social media, when the news and the media makes its rounds, people react to what they heard, to what they listened to, and man, this Shannon Sharpe thing, bro.
Bro, I didn't know you were gonna go. Oh my God.
I feel like before we go any further, I feel like I'm gonna channel my Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco energy real quick. I feel like I'm gonna go in. I feel like I'm gonna go into my inner Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, a little foolishness.
Club Shay a little bit. Not the IG live, but the nightcap. Because of course Shannon Sharpe, aka and his nephew, his play nephew, Ocho Cinco, they do a podcast, nightcap, separate from Club Shay.
Right.
And he was just pretty much trying to clean it up.
I saw that.
You saw that. We all saw that. And just like what people are speculating is a setup, is a facade, is fugazi. I felt like the dialogue between Shannon Sharpe and his nephew Ocho Cinco was fugazi.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Let me just set the stage over real quick, and let me just
elaborate.
Let me. I'm going to do more than elaborate. I'm going to do my impersonation of Ocho Cinco. and Shannon Sharpe real quick. Okay, so this is Ocho Cinco. Well, no. Let me let me go backwards, or let me start from the beginning. So this is Shannon Sharpe because Shannon Sharpe, he has his eyeglasses on and everything, trying to look intelligent and all that. So Shannon Sharpe is like, listen, there was some inappropriate things, some intimate things that happened that I didn't want to display, but it got displayed on Instagram Live, and I'm just disappointed. I feel like a victim in all this. I was just entertaining a lady. I was in my intimate space in the privacy of my own home, and I had people hitting me up saying, "Hey, Shannon, you're on IG Live." I'm like, what's going on? And then Ocho Cinco comes in with his glasses, and he like, listen, man, I was on the plane. I was red eye. I didn't even look at the phone. I didn't look at anything. I didn't look at social media. And then when I went to the hotel room, my phone was blowing up. I got 150 text messages.
Right. Yes, right. That's right.
And when I got deep into it, I found out like, my aunt was in a sex tape. And I'm like, what? No. You can't be my aunt. They must be talking about my other aunt, Uncle Snoop. But it come to find out that is my aunt Shannon, my aunt Club Shay. I can't believe, I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe. And then Shannon Sharpe is like, look, listen. I know you're mad, nephew. But listen, that wasn't my intent. At all. I don't know how to use Instagram Live. I don't know IG Live. I don't know Facebook Live. I don't know Snapchat Live. I don't know TikTok Live. I don't know TikTok Live. I'm just saying. I mean, it wasn't me, but it was me. But at the same time, that put in that work though.
Right. Yeah, they kept with the innuendos. Yeah.
And his nephew was like, man, you ain't got to say all that, you kind of giving me some bad vision in my mind about you and the other woman getting in with each other. Like, no, this is not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. I was putting it down.
Well, Chad also said, he said, Uncle, he said, you sound like you need to do a little cardio or something. You were breathing real hard. He said, please tell me that wasn't that ain't as long as you lasted. And Shannon said, no, I was already in it for 25 minutes.
I was deep in it. You need to watch the tape. No. I don't want to watch you, dude. I don't want to watch you, man. No. You need to watch the entire tape.
Tarita, she had me dying laughing. He did the same. He did an impersonation. And, we all know how country Shannon is. And he was talking. I haven't heard the audio myself, but they said he was talking. And Tariq said he was there talking about, yeah, go and put your leg up here on the shoulder. I'm finna give you a heaps of dick. I said a heap of dick. I ain't never heard that.
Oh my
God. I was about to put you in the butt, girl. Go and put your leg up here on that shoulder. I was like, boy, that's so stupid. A heap of dick. I ain't never heard that in my life. I said, that's so stupid.
That is, man. He is more country than me. And I'm from the South. I'm like, good grief.
Hey, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's who he is, man.
But I never heard that in my home.
Yeah, a heap of dick. I said, hell. I said, I'm going to use that.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. So, I mean, but I don't know, man. Instagram has went to an entire level. So he said he doesn't know how to. Well, no. There was another report that came out saying that his account got hacked.
Right.
Well, his account got hacked. But then on Nightcap, he said, I don't know Instagram Live. I never used Instagram Live. But, I don't know what happened. I just didn't know what happened.
Well, he said his agent is the one that put it out that he was hacked. But he decided to come behind him and just tell the truth. That's what he claimed.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a mess. But he'll survive that. I think he's playing it real cool. I think he's doing the right thing by making a laughing matter of it, not taking it ultra serious. It just coming clean. We don't know if that was a publicity stunt. It could have been staged. I've heard all the conspiracies, but we want to take it as face value because we don't have any proof. So yeah, he's rolling with it, and that's what I would do. I would just turn it into humor. Hopefully every healthy adult has safe, consensual sex. So
yeah. Well, my thought on it was when I heard about the story. Okay, so it was one night, and I was up. It was after 3 a.m. One of my friends woke me up out of my sleep. It was 3 a.m. and she was just talking to me. I ain't gonna tell you all what we were talking about now. Okay, now after 3 a.m. in the morning, but she was talking to me, and I'm looking at my social media, and all I kept seeing was Shannon Sharpe. I'm like, what did this dude do now? What did he do now? Because I know he just did the interview with Marlon Wayans a few days ago, and I'm like, what happened? Like, who is he gonna bring on Club Shay Shay this time? And what happened? Because it's been a year. It's been a year for Shannon Sharpe, and hours later, I wake up, and that's when I found out why people were talking about Shannon Sharpe on social media. It was because of the Instagram Live video.
Right.
I saw the Instagram Live. It was just the audio. We just heard the audio of him supposedly, allegedly entertaining a woman
with a heap of dick. Yeah.
With a heap of, you know what? Fill in the blank. was hearing his voice. I heard the woman's voice, right? Allegedly. And it was a lot of stuff that came to my mind. I mean, it was like a lot of hard breathing. You know, that's why Ocho Cinco said,
right, the cardio thing. Right.
Breathing kind of hard there, sir. And
right.
then I was like, it sounded like one of those, and this also came to my mind, Tick. It sounded like one of those songs that DMX made in his time when he was alive. You know, he was doing all the barking.
Oh damn, he sounded like that. Wow. Hey man, he was putting in
like
work, I guess.
Pros that DMX was doing his songs like
right. You know what he was doing, man. He was putting in that work.
Well, I mean, if you take that audio from Instagram and you slice it up and you put that Rough Riders Anthems beat underneath it.
Hell no, that's actually a good idea. Somebody may take that idea. Yeah. that probably will go viral.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. That's
good.
Idea.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you how I heard about it.
Okay.
Because I don't use a tune in to just like you said, I don't tune into a lot of that's going on with celebrities. I usually find out by mistake.
Yeah.
I happened to be scrolling Facebook and I saw one of my Facebook friends, a female, she posted something like, and I'm paraphrasing, she posted something like, Unc got caught slipping. I know Unc wasn't really doing nothing in there because I know a fake moan when I hear it. And I said to myself, I looked at it and I was like, huh? Like I didn't get the context at the time. Like, what is she even talking about? And then I saw other women in her on her feed, on the comments, they were like, yeah, you could tell he wasn't putting in no work. I know men like that, all that breathing. Ooh. So I didn't know what they were talking about. Keep in mind, I was like, okay, whatever. And then of course I found out later. I said, oh, she was talking about that. And it all made sense. But she said, anybody breathing that hard ain't doing nothing.
Ooh. Dang. Let me get what's my womp womp womp? I'm added some special effect to it. Gotta find that. There we go. Let me play that one more time. You can't hear it, but
I'm about to say
we could play it on iHeart Podcast. But
yeah, I can hear it.
But he wasn't putting in. Oh my!
That was according to her. Yeah.
That is crazy when a tape or a recording, because it was a recording, when a recording
you're showing your age. Yeah.
You show your age, but then you get these crazy comments. Like what you alluded to, what homegirl said. Sound like he wasn't putting in that work.
Yeah, she said she know fake moans when she hear it.
She know. Oh my. So
now that's from a woman's perspective, you know.
Yeah. So ladies that are checking in on IG Live at Sean Garvey ATL, do you think, put it in the comment section for all my IG Live folks out there, do you think that Shannon Sharpe and the woman that he was entertaining with, do you think that was all fake? Or do you think that was a fake moan coming from Shannon Sharpe? Like, I don't know. I mean, it sounded like he was really into it.
I'm sure he was. But the question is, was she into it? But in the grand scheme, doesn't really matter. He got what he wanted out of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Cause you know what? Now that you put it in that perspective, Tick, it sounded like, because when I heard the woman's sound, because I heard Shannon Sharpe, allegedly Shannon Sharpe sounding the way he did in that recording, but then I heard her, I was like, I don't know if she was really into it or not.
Oh, for real? You really thought that? For real?
I don't know. It was like, I don't know if she was really into it or not.
I haven't heard the audio, so I don't know.
I heard the audio.
Okay.
I heard the audio. I didn't see anything else. I just heard the audio, and you know, I had mixed feelings about it. I had mixed feelings.
But in the grand scheme of things, cuz it's really not a big deal. It's a grown man having sex and got caught slipping.
On IG Live.
On IG Live.
On saying that, you know, because it was on IG, on Instagram Live. Now, this is what people are questioning because this happened on IG Live. Now, we know, because we're on IG Live right now as well as Sean Garvey ATL. We know how IG Live works. It's like 5, 6, 7 steps.
I've heard that. I don't know. I don't use Instagram, but I've heard that.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, some of the people that are watching have used IG Live. So the people that have ever used IG Live, you know how it works if you have a smartphone in 2024. You have a smartphone, you go on Instagram, you swipe to the right, and then you go to one of the settings at the bottom, you click live, and a notification pops up. It's steps. There's levels to going on.
That's what I've heard.
Live. Right. So people are saying that this is all fugazi. This was a setup. He meant to do this and stuff because how are you going to say you didn't know you was on Instagram Live?
Right.
Going in.
Right. I can understand that.
With the woman and like, dude, because he was saying that, because I think it was him or someone else said that prior to the activity, he was doing something with the video before that ever happened. Maybe he was on Instagram Live prior to, and he thought he shut it off, but he didn't shut it off.
Right.
You know, anything can happen.
Now, see, that would make more sense what you just said, because if you have to do all those steps that you claim, then it is fugazi. But if he was quote quote doing something prior on live and just because he claimed he said he got in the dough and dropped them drawers to the floor. That's what he said.
That's what he told nephew. Like, yo, come here. GTD. He was on his Tommy from Martin. GTD. Got the draw, dog. Got the draw, dog. Got the draw, dog.
Right. Can you imagine the female, you know, who we assume was a female? Can you imagine the female, if she ever comes out, how much money she'll make?
Ooh.
I was thinking about that earlier, just on, you know, getting paid to do interviews. She would get paid while it's hot right now, you know, while it's the topic. She can't wait. Well, she could do it at any time, really, you know, and she'll make a killing, you know.
Yeah. This is another Ray J and Kim Kardashian scenario. So
I wouldn't put it on that level.
You wouldn't put it on that level?
No.
Yeah, why not?
Because you don't see her. And it's not a full sex tape. It's literally just, how long was the audio?
The audio was, I don't know, it was probably maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. It couldn't be that long though. Your agent is calling you up and saying, hey, you on Instagram Live. So
I doubt it was 4 or 5 minutes long. I thought they said like a minute or something.
Maybe like a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing a guesstimation in my head, but it couldn't be that long. It might have been, like we should have said, maybe like a minute or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare it to no Kim and Ray J.
Really?
No. I wouldn't. Not right now.
You doing it right now. I compare it somewhat to a Ray J and Kim Kardashian without actually seeing the act with our own eyes, but the situation, just the situation alone, because you know everything nowadays is sexualized. Everything that we see on TV, on Instagram. I mean, you already have people on Instagram doing the most on Instagram.
I can only imagine.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Instagram to me is kind of almost like the new Pornhub.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but these two people that supposedly were engaging in some adult activity, and the woman that many of us don't know until now or what have you, is kind of like, you remember, see, this is why I say it's kind of somewhat like a Ray J and Kim Kardashian, because when the sex tape came out, we knew who Ray J was and still is, but we hardly knew who Kim Kardashian was. And Kim Kardashian, just off that sex tape alone, made her into the person that she's in right now. You know what I mean? Like, we've only known her not just from the sex tape, but we've learned that she is the daughter to Robert Kardashian. You know, who was one of the people that represented O.J. Simpson in the 90s. But look at the magnitude that Kim Kardashian is at right now, just off of that tape.
Yeah, but we're not there.
Woman, like what you just said a few minutes ago, with the woman, supposedly Michelle, that's her name, Michelle.
No, I thought that was like a generic name they were using, like Felicia.
Or like a Jan Doe.
Right. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a Jan Doe. Well, we just saying Michelle because everybody's saying it's a Michelle.
Right.
But, you know, like the woman could come out publicly and say, yep, that was me in the tape, or it could come out, you know, how the internet is. You know.
Yeah, and she can blow up off it for right now. Yeah. Now, how long it would last, you know, that would be the question. But she could definitely get a quick 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I wouldn't compare it to Ray J and Kim K because they seemed more obviously intentional. The intent is key. They seemed wholly intentional, and plus we see the after effects of it. But with this right here, we don't even see the female a piece of her body in the camera. So,
but we're probably going to see a lot more though. We're probably going to see.
Right. If she comes out later and makes money off this and blows up, then you will be 100% legit, in my opinion, comparing it to their other situation.
With Ray J and Kim. With Ray J and Kim. I mean, I get what you're saying with Ray J and Kim. Well, if you can, and please correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. With Ray J and Kim with the tape, did both parties intend to put it out there to the public, or was it just Ray J?
I'm trying to remember from memory because that's been so long. Because it was a lot of different claims. If I remember right, I think Kim claimed that she didn't want it out, but Ray J did it. But you know, it came out later that she probably leaked it herself. You know, it's all
right.
You know, I don't know. I could care less about.
Yeah.
That mess.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, all I know is this: Shannon Sharpe. I knew he wasn't going to get let go from ESPN, and that was another thing that came to my mind too. I was like, is he doing all of this to get out of an ESPN contract?
But like he said I'm sorry, my fault. But like he said on Nightcap, and I agree with him. He was like, y'all got to think about how much I have to lose potentially doing this. And he claimed that he already lost a big guest that was actually scheduled to come on his show, but they declined to come now because of that. He said this was a big person. Now, of course, he didn't say who it was, but he said he had more to lose doing this than the game. That's the angle he was pushing. I was like, well, yeah. He said you got to think about
who do you think would have been the big guest though? I mean, from off of that tape. Because didn't he have Kurt Franklin on his show recently?
Yeah.
I mean, way before the tape.
Yeah, way before. But I'm trying to think who would be so sanctimonious, if I'm using the right word.
It can't be Jay-Z. Can't be Jay-Z.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. But he said big. Now he did. It could have been Beyonce. Now it could have been Beyonce.
On Shannon Sharpe? On Club Shay Shay?
It could have been Rihanna. But she wouldn't. I don't think Rihanna would back down because of that. But he claimed, you know, who knows? It could have been Dolly Parton. Hell, I don't know. We'll never know, man. But whoever
I don't think Dolly Parton. I think if you bring Dolly Parton on Club Shay Shay, Shannon will be looking at her. You know what? Throughout that entire interview,
he had to look down to the floor, won't he?
You got some You got some big watermelons.
Them things sagging down to her knees by now, aren't they?
Yeah. But he has also put himself in a position to give comedians ammo. So every time comedians, every comedian that comes on Club Shay Shay from here on out is gonna have some ammo.
Not just on Club Shay Shay, Sean. Any comedian in the next month or so, 2 months, or even this next year, they could put it into their routine and do their own Shannon in person. Just like, look, you're not even a comedian that I know of, and you just did a Shannon Sharpe impersonation. So imagine an actual comedian. They about to run with this because it's funny.
Oh yeah. The hard breathing and the woman supposedly faking it and all that.
Yeah, and giving out the heaps of dick. Yeah.
It's a lot of material. There's a lot of material. I mean, it's like SNL, basically.
Yeah, that could have been an SNL skit easily. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they make fun of that.
I've already seen it online. Kev on stage, he did a duplicate of it.
I'm talking about SNL.
Oh yeah, SNL, of course.
I could see them making fun of it.
I would see somebody like Kenan Thompson and someone else, because they're on hiatus right now until their premiere date. Kenan Thompson and somebody else. Because Kenan Thompson, he did a pretty good job pretending to be Shannon Sharpe when that whole Cat Williams thing happened.
Okay, I didn't see that.
They did do a skit on Club Station. But on Nightcap, like somebody who is my complexion, because me and Ocho, we have the same complexion and same haircut. I think I got a little bit more hair than he does. But somebody of that complexion and Kenan Thompson doing a Nightcap, doing it way more better than I did, and joking around the whole Instagram video that went viral. I mean, it's a layup.
It is. That's what I was saying. It's definitely going to feed the streets. Yeah. But you know how the internet is, man, how social media is.
Yeah.
Until the next thing that happens, people will forget about it.
Right.
Well, not necessarily forget about it, but they'll move on until the next thing happens.
Absolutely, man.
But yeah, man.
It is what it is. Big Break Morning Show. Big Break Morning Show. Sean Garvey, my special guest, Tick, in the studio. DJ Rollum is out. I promise you all, folks, that when DJ Rollum comes back on, his Wi-Fi will not be Wi-Fi anymore. He's working on some things in his room to get it to where it can work again. But make sure I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure I catch myself by not saying the wrong thing that goes all the way back to the sex audio tape.
Oh, okay. I see that. That really tripped you out, didn't it?
It did. I mean, it's gonna have to. He's probably gonna have to change it though. He's gonna have to change his whole, his whole brand or something, or update it like Nightclub Shay Shay, or I don't know.
Well, you remember they was joking on there about coming out with some T-shirts called Nightclap.
I did not know that.
You didn't see that? It was on that same episode, I think. They were talking. Oh no, I'm sorry. They got another episode where he getting roasted by like Snoop Dogg, Cam Newton, that dude Casanai, and I think they talked about it on that one and the other one. But they talking about coming out with a T-shirt called Nightclap, and on the back something about go find me a Michelle, something about with Michelle. But I said, capitalize off it.
Look, I see. This is now I cannot date a woman by the name of Michelle. Every time I think of a Michelle, I think about that sex audio.
Nah, you won't.
I'm sorry.
That stuff gonna pass.
Oh, that's crazy though, because that's crazy. If I'm being introduced to, if I'm being introduced by a woman by the name of Michelle, I'm gonna have questions. I'm gonna have questions.
Right. You want to know if she took her heaps of pics?
I'm gonna be like, have you ever been with a guy by the name of Shannon? And what was his last name?
Right. But I don't. Yeah. When did the Michelle? Oh, that's why I'm confused. Did he say that in the audio, or is that just something like we say? Is that just a generic like Felicia and Jane though?
I don't know.
No, okay.
People after that name was mentioned, people had to Google. They had to Google and pull up a Michelle and to see what she looked like.
Yeah, I don't think that's her name, but if it is,
yeah,
they'll find her. If they got her name,
and this the internet,
she will be found.
Yeah, because people are like FBI.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like FBI agents.
TMZ probably already know who it is. Shannon Sharpe probably already doing damage control. Him and his team, They got people signing disclaimers, and it's no telling what's going on behind the scenes, man.
Wow. I made a joke earlier before the taping of the Beat Break Morning Show. So the joke I made, and I didn't want to post this on social media because I'm becoming conscious, ladies and gentlemen, by what I put out on social media, especially getting the wake-up call, not only from the person who woke me up literally the morning of the tweets and the post about Shannon Sharpe, but the wake-up call from this whole audio sex tape. And I gotta be more conscious about what I put out there. But I thought about putting out a joke on social media. And I had to go to my brothers in the community to say, hey, bro, do you mind posting this quote on social media on my behalf? Because, I ain't got money like Shannon Sharpe at the moment right now. I ain't got money like him. But,
right.
Can you make this quote? But the quote was, I'm just going to say it, but I'm going to be classy about it. I'm going to be clean about it. How did Shannon Sharpe go from Cat Williams to eating it?
You said to eating it.
To eating a blank.
Oh.
It has.
You can say it, man, when you're a grown man. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Man,
I was just say, how did Shannon Sharpe go from Cat Williams or talking to a cat to touching a cat?
You're a grown man. Like you said, you're a grown, healthy, single man. Even though he admitted to having to take Viagra, I was like, how you healthy and you got to take Viagra? But, that's another
subject. Kind of Viagra.
Yeah, I know.
Some type of thing he's taking.
Huh?
Some type of thing he's taking.
Yeah, they call it some type of, sometimes he advertised it hard too. Like I said, Shannon
turned his sponsors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, he's capitalizing off it, and that's smart.
Yeah. I mean, first it was the Cameron on CNN a couple of months ago with the news anchor, and he was promoting the horsepower milk. Like, mother, go give me some cheeks after this.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Oh, you didn't see that? So a couple of months ago, just a sidebar here. A couple of months ago, with the ongoing Diddy situation, CNN team, for one of their news anchors that come on in the evenings, they went out and got Cameron to speak about the allegations and the situation regarding Diddy. And this came after the video was released of Diddy at the hotel running towards Cassie and attacking her on video. And Mace was actually supposed to be on the news, was supposed to be on the show to talk about it or to give his insight on the whole Diddy Bad Boy situation. But they ended up getting Cameron. long story short, Cameron got on. He didn't really want to be there, but Cameron, he pretty much got an attitude with the questions that the news anchor was asking him, and he was just like, man, you got to talk to Cassie, if you want to forgive Diddy and all this other stuff. And then after they ran a sound bite of Cameron and Mace talking about it on It Is What It Is, Cameron was seen drinking what appears to be an energy boost / male enhancement drink.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called horsepower milk, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And the CNN anchor asked him another question, and he was just like, "We're gonna get some cheeks out of this."
Trolling, camera trip, yeah. Yeah, capitalizing, man, smart. He gave them advertisement. I wonder if he has an investment in it, or
Yeah. So I've heard before, and we're going to get off this because we're going to get on the Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne thing. But I heard before coming on, this was from another source. I heard a radio show just now, and they were talking about there are already adult entertainment-based agencies reaching out to Shannon Sharpe. There are already adult entertainment agencies reaching out to him.
They can't afford them, man. You know how much money they would have to pay that man to go. Now it will be a one and done, because once they go down that road, it will be no coming back. But you talking about a quick lick where he can make a heap of money to capitalize off that, but it'll ruin everything else. So, but I can see that. That's interesting. The Shannon Sharpe porn tape. There's a lot of women that would pay to see that, and men.
I'm just not gonna be one of them, though.
Nah, me neither.
I don't want to hear no hard breathing. I don't want to. Porn is already fake. This is already fake and stuff like that. It's just, a lot of this, a lot of that and stuff.
Well,
like
most
that.
of the porn, right? Yeah.
So like with Michelle, if she was faking it.
Somebody hinted that she may be a paid sex worker, from the way she was moaning. I saw that in the comments. Now that you got me thinking. So, everybody was speculating, man. Only people that know the truth is Shannon and her and people in his circle, man.
Yeah. And Ocho Cinco.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Why you doing?
I don't think he told him.
What really went down? What really happened?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he may did, but the more people you tell, you might as well just go ahead and tell everybody.
You think Ocho Cinco is a tattletale? You think he's like?
I think anybody can be a tattletale. That's the point. Not that he is, but anybody can be.
I mean, unless you got paid to not say anything.
Right, or had to sign one of those what do they call NDAs?
NDAs, yeah.
Right. Now, what if they fall out and start beefing a couple of years down the line?
Ocho?
Bro, come on, anything possible. Hell, the Fat Boys broke up. Now every day I wake up. Oh, okay, my fault. But yeah. People
over a sex audio tape.
Huh?
Over a sex audio tape.
No, not necessarily over that. I'm talking about over anything else. And what's his name? I call him Chad. What's his name? Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco. He could use that against him. That's the way I think, man. Yeah, I think down the line, man, this chestnut checkers.
I mean, it makes you question about loyalty. You know what I mean? But I just think Ocho Cinco was lying in his commentary. I I think he was lying. I don't think he was disappointed. He just said that just to save face. Be like, man, I was disappointed. No, you weren't.
No, he was joking. I could see when he probably was a tad. When he thought that the intentions was to do that, he was disappointed. But once he found out it was a mistake, they all had a good laugh over it, man. Like I said, they won't even be talking about this, and maybe by this weekend, or by the time this weekend is over with, or next week, they won't even be talking about this.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, what if I saw my encore, saw my mentor, not in a, not in, I mean, it could be anything. It could be like in an actual tape, or he got caught doing something and it just happened to go live on social media. I wonder if I was put in that position as an Ocho Cinco. I wouldn't be sad. I don't know if I would say I'd be disappointed in anything, But I'm not gonna say on air, was it good? Was it good?
Well, they got that kind of relationship. Like I said, it looked like they being real with each other, man. They was able to make light of it.
Yeah.
I try not to put all them extras on people. I know humans are humans, man. Context is everything, depending on the type of person you're dealing with. Like, if I was religious and my pastor got caught in some type of sex tape, I guess I would be disappointed. But if one of my homeboys that I know have sex on a regular got caught in a sex tape, I'm not gonna be disappointed, because that's what I know that's what he does or she does. But if it's somebody, I guess, that I look at that puts themselves on a pedestal as a holier than thou, I'm above these manly things, I could see you being disappointed then. But man lets you down every time. Live long enough, you'll learn it. Classic, you let next out. You didn't hear me when I just said what I said, did you?
No, I didn't hear it. It didn't go. We're gonna make sure it don't go viral. We're gonna make sure it don't go viral. Cuz, come on now, cuz.
Oh, I put you in the books now.
All right, it's the Beat Break Morning Show. We going into the second half of the show. Second hour of the Beat Break Morning Show. Got my cuz Tick stopping by. I know he didn't really want to talk about the tape or anything. I'm sorry. We just gotta get into the comedy of things before we get into the seriousness. I mean, there's gonna be some comedy we're gonna find into this next subject that we were about to go into with the Lil Wayne press conference in light of Kendrick Lamar being selected to be the halftime performer for the 2025 Super Bowl going down in New Orleans, or how most of us black folks say New Orleans. So Kev, aka Tick, he was online. He gave his 2 cents about it, and we're gonna hear it just in case you, the viewer and the listener on Honey and on the Full Television Network, didn't get a chance to see his comment or anything, because you probably don't follow Tick.
Exactly.
But we're gonna talk about it. Everybody's been talking about it on social media. Everybody's been talking about it. Everybody feels some type of way about it, and we're gonna talk about it on the Beat Break Morning Show. Make sure add us at Beat Break Radio on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are also on TikTok under Reach One Media, as well as the Honey app. And if you do not have the Honey app now, just like Ocho Cinco, I'm disappointed in you. Okay? Get that Honey app. Oh, also speaking of adult entertainment, we got our adult pay-per-view coming soon in a few days on Honey.
You're not in it, are you?
Yes, only for adult, mature audiences only. Okay, you will not see Shannon Sharpe on there. Well,
you in it? You not in it, are you?
I'm not in. Of course not. I'm not in it. I'm not in it. If my name ain't Bennett, if my name ain't Bennett, I ain't in it.
Right.
I'm not in it. But we do have some content creators that are in it. Okay. So that's going to be coming soon. More information, more details are underway. But that is coming soon on Honey. Okay, so we're gonna take a brief break. I am ordering something. I gotta get some food in my system. I'm ordering something, so I'm gonna do that during the commercial break, and then we're gonna talk about this Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne scenario. All right, we're gonna take a brief break from the radio, and we're gonna swing it over to Brandy Gregory, who is standing by in the weather center. She's going to give you that 3-day weekend weather forecast for the city of the ATL. So you all keep it locked right here on the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and my special guest Tick. He is in the studio, so stand by, and we will be right back. And also, got to give a big shout out to everybody that is checking in on Instagram. I got to give a shout out real quick, Tick. Got to give a shout out to Symphony Thompson. Thank you so much, Symphony Thompson from Comedy Hype, checking in. Also, a big shout out to I Am Quita Speech. Y'all check out her show coming to Podcast FM 87 starting this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, a big shout out to Nicole. Big shout out to Queen K. And big shout out to Sabella. I hope I'm saying your name right. Sabella. Big shout out to you, and also a big shout out to Michelle. Sorry. There's no Michelle on the check-in, but there is a Michelle out there that's checking in. But
Michelle, she did it so well. Whoa, what the hell?
Stand by. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Y'all keep it locked right here, all right? And Cat, holla at him. Cat Williams, holla at him.
Friends and neighbors, there's all types of breaks. Everybody needs one. This is Cat Williams, and you're tuned in to the Beat Break.
Hello, my name is Brandy Gregory, and I'm here to deliver that 3-day weekend weather report for the city of Atlanta. But before I jump into that, I would love to note that today's segment is sponsored by the Growing and Flowing podcast, actually hosted by yours truly. On my podcast, I love to connect my present day experiences to my childhood to get a better idea of who I've been, who I am, and who I am becoming. So if you are interested, go ahead and give me a listen on any platform that you get your podcast on. And if you would love to support any of my future endeavors, go ahead and shoot something over to my official Cash App. That will be $growing, the letter N, flowing, pod. Now for that weather update. For Friday, we have a high of 77, a low of 66, with a chance of rain for 70% of the region. For Saturday, we have a high of 75, a low of 68, with a chance of rain for 75% of the region. And then lastly, to round out the weekend with Sunday, of course, we are looking at a high of 77, a low of 67, with a chance of rain for 60% of the region. Again, this is Brandy Gregory, and I'm with Podcast FM 87, home of the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and DJ Rollum.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at this stacks.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom.
Reaching residential areas by...
And your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed, Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. And I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at this swag.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom.
Reaching residential areas by...
And your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. And I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at this swag.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas by...
and your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way.
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at this stats.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas by...
and your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way.
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at this stats.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas by...
and your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way.
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
What's good? This is Raheem. This is Scorpio. And I'm the Kid Creole from the Furious Five. And you're listening to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
All right, and we're back. Welcome back to the Beat Break Morning Show, Beat Break Radio. Sean Garvey, DJ Roland, who is out. Got my cousin Tick in the studio, hanging out with you guys. Sorry for the delay there. I meant to come back from break a little bit early, but sorry for the delay. So this is what happened before we get into tonight's topic. So as me and Tick was talking, I was ordering some food off of my app. And what happened was that I did not go in and update my address. So as you all know, I'm back in Atlanta. I'm no longer in Florida. When I was in Florida, I had a Florida address to where if I wanted to get DoorDash, I give them this Florida address for them to send me the food, and that's it. But now that I'm back in Atlanta, the Florida address that I was staying at is still on there. I did not go in and update the new address that I am at in my DoorDash. So the person, and y'all let me know how this whole thing works. Put it in the comment section, Instagram or on YouTube. We're also broadcasting live on YouTube. Let me know how the cancellation works. Because I try to cancel my order, but the app won't let me do it. And I called the DoorDasher Tick to see if he could cancel it, and he can't. So I don't know, y'all. Have you all ever had that experience? Have you ever had that experience, Tick?
No, I'm old fashioned, man. I go get in the car and I go get me something to eat if I want it.
Yeah. And I'm used to that. Before I went down to Florida, I was used to that. I was used to get in my car, drive to the store because I really don't like eating out that much. But I go to the store, get what I need to get, and then I go back home.
Right.
I don't worry about getting or having to get somebody to get me food. I got it myself. And that's why I had to come back, y'all. I had to come back to Atlanta because the door dashing, I got a lot of door dashing stories, but I'm not going to get into it tonight. But yeah, I had to come back. So I had to come back because I said when I come back to Atlanta, I'm not going to be doing no door dashing. I'm not. I'm just not.
And you already are doing it.
True, touche. But it was gonna be my last time, and I was like,
okay.
Yeah, next week, no more DoorDash, So I don't know. Y'all put in the comment section, what is a brother to do? I mean, of course, I know what to do after this. I'm actually was planning on canceling the app, not using the app anymore. But if you all ever been in a situation where you forgot to update your address and you look at your notifications and you see that the DoorDasher is on his way and you're trying to cancel the order, like, what do you all do? What do you all do? Put a brother on game. Put it in the comment section. Sean Garvey ATL on Instagram or on YouTube. Let's see here. Let's go to Angel. Angel says, Pam Grier, this does not have anything to do with DoorDash, but let's see what the comment says. Pam Grier, Foxy Brown, or Bernadette Stannis, the daughter on Good Times, who is more beautiful? Definitely, easily Bernadette Stannis, and she's still beautiful and fine.
Alrighty.
And by the way, this doesn't have anything to do with the Shannon Sharpe conversation we had in the first hour of the Big Break Morning Show. It's just a random.
That make you a bot. No offense if you're a real person, of course, but it seems a little bodish. But I take, just to entertain it.
Yeah,
I take Pam Grier. I take
the old Pam Grier or the new.
Over Thelma easy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now Thelma was gorgeous, but the old Pam Grier, man, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she could get. If I was single, she could get the heaps. You know.
not the Shannon Sharpe kind. Okay, all right.
No, the Kevin Tick kind. And you know what rhyme with Tick? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't say either or. I can't say either or. It's both. You know, it's both. It's both Pam Grier and Bernadette Stannis. Like Bernadette Stannis, I had, true story, y'all, I had a crush on Bernadette when she played Thelma on Good Times.
Who didn't? Come on. That ain't.
Just saying.
Get in line. We all did.
Yeah. And you know what? To this very day, I'm going to say, to this very day, because Bernadette Stannis is still gorgeous. She is fine like wine. I would say I still have a crush on her to this very day. She actually, true story, she actually signed an autographed picture of her cast members from Good Times and gave it to me. This was back when I was at AM 1260 WTJ. She stopped by the studio for an interview. This was back in 2007. And I remember when I was at the radio station and I saw her for the first time, I was like, oh my goodness. I almost found myself singing the theme song for Good Times. Good Times! But I didn't want to embarrass myself.
Because you're about to make things weird.
Yeah. But I went out and I helped her with her stuff to put her stuff in the car. And, you know, I asked her, can I get your autograph? I'm such a huge fan. And she was just so kind, Tick, and nice, very approachable. She signed an autograph and gave it to me, and I still have it to this very day.
That's what I'm about to ask you. Did you get You got Common's autograph?
Common? No. I got his book. That picture of me and him, that to me is worth more than an autograph. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I could have if I had gotten his book after, before
right,
my encounter.
Right. But you bought it after.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean that's classic. But I never had a chance to meet Pam Grier. Hopefully, before my transition, I get to meet Pam Grier in person. Because I mean, boy, in Foxy Brown. Not Foxy Brown, I'm sorry. What's the other movie? In the later years. Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown, right.
Jackie Brown. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. Pam Grier, man, definitely.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman. Especially in her prime, obviously.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Angel also goes to say Shannon acts like a fool. Pause.
All right.
I mean,
hey, whatever floats your boat to find your lost remote.
Hey. Yeah, man. But so yeah, we're getting this whole DoorDash thing working out. So I don't know. It's still a work in progress. I don't know. Y'all put in the comment section, the DoorDash thing. How do I cancel my order? How do I cancel my order? I'm probably just gonna have to let this ride. But anyway, let's get into it. Yeah.
I didn't catch that part. No, I didn't know you couldn't cancel it.
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange. It should just be a button or something. These apps are very weird. These apps, it's like you gotta do 20 things in order to get the matter rectified.
But when they automatically cancel it once they realize your address isn't even in the state? Or,
right.
I don't know. I don't use it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
These app developers and these people that create these apps or whatever, you can tell they put much thought into it. Sarcastically speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so while we get this whole thing rectified, let's get into this Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar situation that everybody's been talking about for days and days, because everybody was happy that it was announced the first day that Kendrick Lamar was selected to be the performer for the Super Bowl halftime performance 2025 going down in New Orleans. It was reported that Kendrick Lamar is going to be the halftime performer, to come behind Usher, stellar performance at the 2024 Super Bowl halftime. And a day or two, some people on social media, some people online, even well-known people from Nicki Minaj to Juvenile to even Master P and a few others, a lot of mixed feelings. A lot of mixed feelings came out from public figures and people online on social media that felt that Lil Wayne was robbed.
Right.
Because this is his hometown, New Orleans. And then, everything just became a debate. Everybody became a debate. And now it's Kendrick Lamar versus everybody. That was actually going to be tonight's topic, guys. Tonight's topic is actually called "The Cat is Out the Bag." The cat is out the bag. It seems like cat is the word "cat" has been the key word for this past week.
You got a point there.
And I'm on the crazy. The cat is out the bag. So yeah, the cat is out the bag. That's the topic for tonight. The cat is out the bag. But yes, the cat did come out the bag, of course, for Kendrick Lamar, that he will be performing for the Super Bowl, and now people have mixed feelings about it. And earlier today, Lil Wayne finally responded and did a short press conference about his feelings on getting snubbed from performing at the 2025 Super Bowl coming up. And he did a video. I don't have the video, but I do have the audio. So we're going to play it and let you guys, and you, Tick, we're going to come over to you first and let you all express your thoughts and feelings about it. So here's the audio from Lil Wayne from earlier today in a brief press conference. And this is what he had to say.
I want to say forgive me for the delay. The delay on, just the delay. I want to say I had to, first of all, I had to get strength. I had to get strength enough to do this without breaking. I must say thank you. I must say thank you to every voice, every opinion, all the care, all the love and the support out there. Is your words turned into arms and held me up when I try to fall back. That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that. But I thought that was nothing, I thought there was nothing better than that spot and that stage and that platform in my city. And so it hurt a whole lot. But y'all are amazing. It made me feel like not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like you guys reminded me that I ain't without y'all. And that's an amazing reality. So, like I said, it broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together. But my God, have you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, just my homies on sports television, everybody repping me. I really appreciate that. I really do. I feel like I let all of y'all down by not getting that opportunity. But I'm working on me, and I'm working. So, thank you.
Okay. That is Lil Wayne. And his response to all the people online in the media that spoke about this situation, because it is a situation. It was reported before it was announced that Kendrick Lamar tapped to perform for next year's Super Bowl. It was rumored that he would be the next performer for the upcoming Super Bowl. But that didn't turn out to be the case. Now, in hindsight, we all know that Kendrick Lamar has been killing it this year off of one song. And of course, our very own special guest, Tick, spoke about it in one of our previous episodes of the Big Break Morning Show. And if we could revisit that really quick before we get your thoughts, Tick, you and I, we asked the question, or you asked the question, you actually brought this question to my attention. Could this one song from Kendrick Lamar be his own death certificate?
I hope.
Like what else could come behind Not Like Us? Not just only a diss song towards Drake, but it has become a anthem, which is up for consideration, heavy consideration, to win Best Rap Song of the Year. Like, this song has become such a monumental anthem that you hear it in black churches now.
Wow.
That's a joke, y'all. That's a joke. That's a joke.
No, I'm about to say, wow.
I mean, you almost hear it on gospel radio, on black gospel radio.
Right. You know you have a hit. Yeah, when nobody can deny it. Yeah.
Yes.
They may play it on a country music station.
Country, on every radio station. Country radio station,
man.
pop, gospel, rock, even on a jazz station. They might do a jazz version.
Right.
Not like us. Imagine if they did a remix. Ooh.
I heard about that.
If they did a remix, if Kendrick Lamar had people on the remix. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it'll be an overkill in my opinion, though.
I mean, you know, most hit songs that we grew up on, especially in the 90s, if it was like a real major hit, there would be a remix.
Right.
There wasn't a remix for it.
Right.
Now,
Since that was a diss song, I think we got to remember that was a diss song.
Which many of us did not know it was going to turn out the way that it did.
Right.
We just thought it was going to be. We just thought it was going to be
Right.
like the diss song. You know what I'm saying? But it has become
a phenomenon, man.
A phenomenon. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a moment. It's definitely a moment.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anywho, man, what do you? Let's go over to you, because you had something to say about it, and you felt you was in the position that Kendrick Lamar. They did a great job in selecting Kendrick Lamar. I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you felt like Kendrick Lamar was the better option. Let's just say that was the better pick to be the halftime Super Bowl performer for 2025. So let's let you, express what you want to express on that, and then we'll get into it. Don't forget, folks, if you like the content, $Reach One Communications to support the content, Cash App us, and show your support by feeding the machine. All right. So we're talking about Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne did a press conference earlier today, and so now we're gonna go over to Tick and expound on why he thinks Kendrick Lamar was better suited, or is better suited, to perform at next year's Super Bowl.
Right. I'm glad you cleared that, because I wouldn't necessarily say he was better, because on the surface level, like I mentioned on my Facebook post, on the surface level, Lil Wayne is the perfect, obvious choice. I mean, that's not even debatable in my eyes. But like I said, people have to remember, this isn't a local event. This is a national, and even to a degree, international event. And it's not about the specified city. It's about the event. And I think that's what people have a hard time separating. The Super Bowl isn't about the specific city they are playing in. It's just about, it's the Super Bowl, and it happens to be happening in said city. So when you look at it from that point of view, you can see why an outsider would be chosen. Also, I made the point that Kendrick, from my own personal observation, I have seen both in concert. In full disclaimer, now when I saw Lil Wayne in concert, he was not the headliner. So, my opinion on that could be a little skewed, because I haven't seen him headline his own concert, but I have seen him in concert. I've also seen Kendrick in concert where he was the headliner, and it was like night and day. And as you can look at the apology video, and I feel my brother Lil Wayne's pain, man. But you even looking at his hand, he had a lighter in his hand. Lil Wayne is a known, and I don't want to use the wrong words, but he enjoys recreational drug use. He's known for that. And is that really what we want on that stage, representing for hip hop, for rap music? I would choose Kendrick 1,000 times over because he's a great entertainer. He's internationally known, and what a great symbol to put out to the world for what hip hop is and what it can be. I've seen other people online saying, and maybe you could testify to this. Have you ever seen Lil Wayne live in a show?
I have not seen him in person. I've only watched it on television, just on television.
Okay. But I've seen other people share my sentiments that they've seen him live and, he forgets lyrics. And like I said, this is not to bash. This is just what people are sharing because nobody's perfect. I'm not saying he doesn't have a right to do that, but you got one guy that's known to be almost a perfectionist, a go-hard entertainer, very creative, and on the other hand, you got someone that may be a little more laid back, may not follow the rules. I've even seen somebody mention that they did a show with him at the Grammys. Now, I don't know how true this is. I'm just talking what they were saying. That they did a show with him at a Grammy or some award show, and he wouldn't even show up for practice. He was late, hard to work with. So these are things that, carries over to other things you do once you put that out there. Kendrick is known to show up, put on a great show, and not only that, Sean, Kendrick's going to get up there and show the world something positive to a degree. Lil Wayne usually raps up, and now I'm not that guy. I'm not no pedestal guy. Let me make that clear that I don't mind rappers that rap about sex, drugs, and violence. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I don't listen to that, so don't get this twisted. But if I had to choose for somebody to be on the world stage that looks like me, that's representing a culture called hip hop that I love and a lot of people claim to love and care about, and I had to choose between Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne, I would choose Kendrick Lamar 1,000 times. You could just look at Lil Wayne's apology video. He couldn't even hardly form. Now, it could be due to emotion, because I wasn't there, of course, for the people that's thinking like, well, you wasn't there, you don't know. But from the outside looking in, it could have been from emotions. But guess what, people? It could also be from him being high. He couldn't even talk before. He was talking all slumbered, and I was like, come on, man. And when I saw him perform, he had energy. I'm not gonna lie, he had energy, but he stood in one spot. He was forgetting rhymes, and yeah. So Kendrick is the obvious choice, and let me take it up a level. It doesn't have to just be Kendrick. It could have been somebody like Eminem, Jay, Nas, and I'm just throwing out names so you don't think it's just strictly about Kendrick. This is not nobody deriding Kendrick. I just think Kendrick is a great representative for the situation.
So I look at it like this. I'm on the lines with you in this conversation because, for one, this has definitely been Kendrick Lamar's year, right? And Lil Wayne, and it's not to, and we're not here to discredit Lil Wayne.
No, we can't do that.
It's like, what's the last thing this year has Lil Wayne done other than perform on stages? And it's like, what has Lil Wayne given us in these past 7-8 months this year to be considered, to still be considered to perform at the 2025 Super Bowl? Like we kind of have to also understand there's a side to us that we have to understand the people from New Orleans, because in the years of the Super Bowl, and this is not their first time doing a event at New Orleans. This is not their first time doing the Super Bowl at New Orleans. It's like, we've seen the work that Cash Money, and not just only Cash Money, but we also seen the work of No Limit Records put in for years and years and years. And despite the accolades and the recognition and the success that came along with those two groups, to see either No Limit or Cash Money perform at the Super Bowl, that would, to me, and I'm not even from New Orleans, but to me, that will definitely put, I don't want to say New Orleans is on the map, but that will bring more attention to New Orleans from a celebratory standpoint. Because think about back in 2005, what happened in 2005, y'all? Y'all know Hurricane Katrina. And since then, or even a year or two after Hurricane Katrina in those areas, you know, places like New Orleans been getting a bad rap. It's been getting a bad rap. Now, I'm not talking about, the other things in New Orleans, because when people think of New Orleans, even before Hurricane Katrina, they thought about the bad side of New Orleans. You know, they think about Fourth Ward, they think about the hoods, the ghettos, and all that other stuff. And then, like, the only time you hear about New Orleans outside of Hurricane Katrina is the Essence Fest, or what is it, Mardi Gras? Right. You know what I mean? But imagine what a performer like Lil Wayne, Hot Boys, Cash Money, Juvenile, and all of them. Imagine what this would do for New Orleans if they would have had Lil Wayne to perform, to be the headliner, and to bring Cash Money out at the Super Bowl. So that side of me resonate with what Juvenile said in his Instagram video, and everybody else is saying. That to me resonates with that, right? But going back to my alignment with you, Tick, we all have to understand that this is business at the end of the day. It's the NFL. It's the NFL. And the NFL is going to look at projections. They're going to look at everything, who had the hottest year, who has done this and this, that, and the other. You know, it's a lot of things. It's all popularity at the end of the day.
But I want to give let me give a little quick pushback on that now. I don't think it's about necessarily what you did that year, because Usher, to my knowledge, he didn't drop nothing new that year. He did it.
Yeah.
And Snoop and Dre didn't do anything.
Right. But no. Usher didn't drop an album, but he had that residency though.
Yeah.
He had that residency. So that residency is what put him in that position to perform at the Super Bowl. Because they could have got Usher years ago, but they had other people. I mean, before Jay-Z got involved, it was mostly pop people. It was more, right. I mean, Usher is considered pop. Both.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're talking about the other side of pop. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they could have had Usher performing at the Super Bowl years ago. That residency, though, because the residency was the most talked about concert event of the year.
That is true. And then that situation with Keke Palmer.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, then that situation with Keke Palmer, remember?
Yeah. Publicity.
Right.
Right.
To your point. Right.
Yeah. With Dre and Snoop and that, which was, by the way, a great performance. Dre, Snoop, Kendrick 50, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, absolutely. That to me was a long time coming. And did that happen in LA, the Super Bowl?
And so I think that's what people got. I ain't gonna say they made a mistake, but that's what got people now saying, "Oh, you let Dre and Snoop rep Cali. Why you got a West Coast artist repping New Orleans?" I get it.
Yeah.
But it's not about that. But I get it.
Right. Yeah. And then also to echo what another radio personality said earlier, because I also thought about this too before this particular radio personality said anything about it. This feud between Kendrick and Drake, we don't know where this is all going to happen or where this is going to go going into the next year and then the year and then the next year and then the following year. But we know for a fact that if Lil Wayne performed at the Super Bowl 2025, he would have had to bring out Drake
and Nicki.
Yeah, and Nicki. You know, Cash Money, Young Money.
And that puts a whole new perspective to it now. Now that puts a whole new perspective. I didn't even think of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and unfortunately, this has not been Drake's year.
No,
this has not been Drake's year because of that one, 2, 3 songs.
Right.
So it's like it is what it is.
It is what it is. But like I said, this isn't a local event. It isn't about the city of New Orleans. It's about the Super Bowl that happens to be happening in New Orleans. There's a huge difference right there. It's not a local event. This is the Super Bowl.
This is Super Bowl, right?
And the New Orleans is going to make their money anyway. They're going to get their shine anyway because it's happening in New Orleans, and they about to make millions, even possibly billions of dollars from the, all the traffic they're about to get there. Everybody knows that's Lil Wayne's city, Cash Money City, Masterpiece City. Lil Wayne is a highly respected GOAT. I'm not a huge fan of Lil Wayne, but I would never try to discredit him or talk down on his talent. The man is very talented.
Yeah.
But do we want somebody on stage looking high, maybe forgetting their rhymes, and talking about the project bitch who could take this dick? Do we want them rapping about that kind of stuff on the Super Bowl?
But what if, to play devil's advocate though, Tick, like what if he cannot or choose not, or because more than likely it'd probably be a cannot situation from the NFL, from the commissioner, from the NFL, and from the people behind the scenes. Maybe there are some songs that artists cannot sing or rap on the stage. Because remember, Kendrick Lamar, back to Kendrick Lamar, when he was performing with Dre and Snoop, it was reported that he could not mention that part in the song "All Right," meaning that we don't like Popo.
Right.
He didn't. Right. He didn't mention that part when he was performing at the Super Bowl. So there got to be some songs that Lil Wayne cannot do at the Super Bowl. Because keep in mind, the halftime performance is about 8-9 minutes long.
Right.
So it's only so much songs that an artist can perform at the Super Bowl. So I'm thinking let's think of some songs that we can pull out of Lil Wayne's pocket, because he got a catalog. He got a huge catalog of songs. Let's think of some songs that we can pick out of Lil Wayne's pocket that we feel, that me and you, Tick, feel like is appropriate to perform at the Super Bowl. I don't think Project Chick would be one of them.
Right.
That's not a Lil Wayne song.
Well, I know, but he's involved. Yeah, it's from his catalog.
Yeah. I would definitely know one of the songs, if not the first song, but one of the songs would definitely be A Million.
Right, and I was going to say go. And I was going to say Go DJ.
That was my second point. That was my second one. Go DJ. That would be one. That would be another one. What would be a third one?
He couldn't do that song about Katrina. I think that'll bring the mood down probably. So he couldn't do that. What's that other song he had that was similar to A Million? What's that? 5, 4, 3, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was an anthem.
Yeah, I can see him doing that.
That's a third one. Third one. Put it in the comment section. If Lil Wayne was to perform at the 2025 Super Bowl, what songs do you think Lil Wayne could perform that would be appropriate to perform at the halftime Super Bowl if Lil Wayne was selected? Put it in the comment section. We mentioned Go DJ, Emily, 5, 4. What
6, 7. I think it's called 6'7". I think that's the name of the song.
Yeah, the one he did because
with Corey Guns.
Right.
Yeah,
that would be a third one.
He couldn't do the one talking about having sex with the police officer.
Miss Officer.
Yeah. I mean, that's a hit. But I don't know if he can. He could get away with it.
Yeah, man, he may be getting with it. Maybe bring Shannon Sharpe out.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean there are some songs that Lil Wayne has done.
Look, I don't think nobody's saying Lil Wayne don't have the songs to do the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I don't think I've heard nobody say that. Like you haven't. I don't think I said that. Trust me, Lil Wayne got the hits.
You just think from the perspective of performance, as far because part of performance is, not forgetting your lines,
your creativity,
okay,
substance. Like Kendrick definitely has more songs with substance than Lil Wayne, where he could still have people jamming and dancing, but there's substance, there's meat to the lyrics,
So what do you think? What do you think some songs that Kendrick can perform? Because we can't do All Right. He already did that with the West Coast with Dre and Snoop 2 years ago. So he can't do that. Right. So what are some songs that you think Kendrick would perform at this upcoming Super Bowl?
Well, obviously Not Like Us. Obviously, I just had it in my head.
Imagine Not Like Us. Imagine if he brought out a marching band.
I know, and he probably will. What's the name? Humble. Obviously Humble. DNA. Possibly Poetic Justice. He could do N95.
I got to push back on Poetic Justice. I don't.
Oh yeah, because of Drake.
Yeah.
But that would, you know what though? That would be a nice little slight. Also, Drake was on that song and I'm up here performing it on the Super Bowl without him. But that's neither here nor there. He could do that. It was another song off Mr. Morale that made a lot of noise. I just can't think of the title right now. Because he got some songs I know he can't perform that I would love to hear, obviously. So I'm trying to think of ones that he could perform. But let's scratch that. Let me hit you with this. I thought about this, Sean. Kendrick is honestly the type of artist, and I may be reaching here a little bit. Kendrick is almost the type of artist that really could get up there and do a brand new song we've never heard, and he'll still rock it.
He dropped a new song earlier, yesterday?
But I'm saying he could get up on that Super Bowl stage and just do some song we've never heard, and he'll rock it, and we'll think we've heard that song before. That's the energy Kendrick has. That's that talent he has. But yeah, those are some of the songs I know he would definitely do. Humble, N95, possibly Poetic Justice, DNA. That song with Rihanna, I can't think of the song right now. It's on the Damn album. He could do that one. Now he could do King Kunta. I could see him doing that.
Okay.
Now he wouldn't do this one, but I love this song. If These Walls Could Talk, but I know he ain't gonna do that. He couldn't do that up there on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure Humble is going to be in there because that's one of his biggest songs.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah. And but man.
Yeah. I don't think swimming pools. I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Because that was the first actual song Kendrick did. Yeah. Right.
Now B Don't Kill My Vibe. Knowing Kendrick, he could find a way to flip that. That's another big one.
Yeah, because he could. And great point, because sometimes, or not even sometimes, but at times at Super Bowl events, they have a band. So Kendrick's gonna have a band, and that band is gonna, do some up-tempo beats or up-tempo instrumentation live and stuff, and whatever song that he performed, it's going to do well.
Yeah. I just thought about it just crossed my mind. It'll come back to me. Because I was thinking about B Don't Kill My Vibe, then another one popped in my head. It'll come back to me. But man, Kendrick got some songs he could do that we ain't even thinking about But if he did it, we'd be like, oh, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just had it in my head too, man. Oh, that's it. Them couple songs he had on the Black Panther soundtrack were hits.
Ooh, with SZA. Yeah. I think that would be in there.
Yeah.
I think that would be in there. You know, him bringing SZA out. You know, oh yeah. Yeah.
So Kendrick, because I saw a lot of people trying to say Kendrick don't have the hits, and I was like, he may not have what you consider the big, huge commercial hits, but don't sleep. Kendrick got them songs.
But then that's unfair. Not saying you, but that's unfair for the public to say that he doesn't have enough hits, is because he came out in what year? In 2014, 2013?
Well, it depends on when you consider him coming out. Are you talking about with his?
I'm talking about when he got signed to Aftermath.
Oh, okay, so yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because he's been doing it for a long time.
But I was about to say, are you talking Section 80? Are you talking Overly Dedicated? Or are you talking Good Kid, Mad City?
I'm talking about Good Kid. Yeah, I'm talking about from Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly to Damn to Mr. Morale.
That's not as long as Lil Wayne at all.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the people are saying he doesn't have enough hits. That's only because he hasn't gone back the way that Lil Wayne has gone back. See, we knew Lil Wayne from 1998.
Facts.
So, I mean, in an argument like that, yeah, Lil Wayne has more hits. Now, we can argue and say that Lil Wayne has more hits.
Yeah, we can argue that. More popular songs, definitely.
And then, of course, you know, Lil Wayne's been around longer than Kendrick. So, and it goes back to the point people have made online and on social media, that on the side of them wanting to perform or wanting to have Lil Wayne perform at the Super Bowl, is because Lil Wayne's been around for a long time than Kendrick. So it's that seniority there. So, you know, this situation reminds me, and this may be relatable to you, Kevin. You ever been in a situation where, you know, you work at a job and you've been at that job for 25 years, right? And you've gotten, you know, certificates here and there and stuff like that, but you never really got a big recognition or a big award. And then here comes this new kid, this new employee. You know, he could be doing a great job, just as great as you. You know, you've been doing it for a long time, and all of a sudden, this man get a promotion.
Right.
You know, so that's how I can imagine how Lil Wayne feels about that. Like,
definitely.
Yeah.
I can understand that 100,000%. Definitely. And he has every right to feel that way. But like we keep saying, it's a business at the end of the day. And the Super Bowl is not loyal to the specific city that they are playing in. Like I've said earlier, it's about the Super Bowl that happens to be happening in New Orleans. It's not about New Orleans and we got a Super Bowl going on. It's the other way around. It's about the Super Bowl.
It's about the Super Bowl. Because think about the number of games that took place in different states throughout the country, and you think that this artist from your state will be performing at the Super Bowl, but this person is not.
Right.
Like, think about Atlanta. You know,
right.
Think about Atlanta. I mean, there have been artists that from Atlanta that I wish would have performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
But it didn't happen.
It's not about that. And like somebody on my timeline made a point on my post when I talked about it, that Prince, when he performed at the Super Bowl, they claimed that he performed in Miami. He didn't perform in Minneapolis or Minnesota. But Prince is a representative of Minnesota. That's his home state.
Mm-hmm.
But they said he played in Miami. So there you go. I mean, the Super Bowl has never been loyal to where the artists. Usually, let me say usually, because they definitely broke the mold when they had Dre and Snoop. Like I said, I think that's what's kind of got people more in a, because they were like, well, what make Dre and Snoop able to get away with, so I know But for most of the Super Bowls, the artist that's playing there, it's not from that city.
Yeah.
It's not from the city where the Super Bowl is happening.
Yeah. What are some artists? Let's switch gears for one moment. For the Beat Break Morning Show, we're talking about the Super Bowl, Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar. Let's switch gears for one moment. What are some artists? I'm gonna throw this question to you. What are some artists that have been at their top tier? That have a catalog, and they have not yet performed at the Super Bowl, but you would love to see them perform at the Super Bowl. One name and one person comes to my mind: Kanye West.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen after
I know.
He would be great. Now you talking about a catalog? Oh my God! I take Kanye over Kendrick and Lil Wayne.
What?
What?
Oh,
yeah.
I gotta think about that for a moment.
Well, anyway, like some other artists. It's plenty. I would think. Now this is more of a biased, personalized pick, but I'd never see them. Tony. Like I said, Eminem. Even though they gave him that little part, but Eminem really could do his own show.
Yeah, that's right. Eminem didn't perform at the Super Bowl.
Not right. Who else? Obviously Jay-Z. Janet Jackson
performed at the Super Bowl.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna
Yeah,
Google.
check it out. I'm almost sure he hasn't done
at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think Outkast. Can you imagine that? Has Madonna ever performed it? I'm sure she has.
Yeah, she has performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Who else? Has New Edition?
I don't think so. So I'm gonna go down some of the people, a list of people who have performed at the Super Bowl.
You ain't about to read the whole list, are you?
It's not showing me the whole list. It's showing me. I think it's just very random. It's not each year, but it's showing me a short list of artists. Okay, because I don't see Usher on here, so it's giving me just a short list of artists that have performed at the Super Bowl all the way from the late 80s. Okay, so wait a minute. Hold on. No, wait, I'm sorry. It's showing me their birth year.
But yeah.
Shout out to Google. We want to know. I'm trying to put up a list of artists that performed at the Super Bowl. Of course, Michael Jackson. That's obvious.
Right.
Rihanna, Prince, like you mentioned. Justin Timberlake. You know that whole. Oh my goodness, the Janet Jackson and the Justin Timberlake.
Nipplegate. Yeah.
That will. Oh my goodness. Bruno Mars.
Yeah, and he was. See what I'm saying? See, that's questionable to me, but I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the list here. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but this is just pretty much a list of people who performed at the Super Bowl. U2, Shania Twain, Paul McCartney, the Rolling Stones, the Black Eyed Peas. Usher performed with the Black Eyed Peas along with Slash at the Super Bowl. This was back in 2011.
The Black Eyed Peas had a Super. They sure did. Wow.
Yeah. In 2011. Yep. The Who, 2010. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, 2009. 2008, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Yeah.
Okay. I like a little Petty.
Yeah. It's been a lot of people. I mean, of course, Diana Ross celebrating 30 years of the Super Bowl with special effects, and a lot of people.
Did Whitney perform at the Super Bowl? Or am I tripping? I know she sung the national anthem somewhere. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big list of people, but I'm just only going through the ones that people know already. Maroon 5, Travis Scott and Big Boy from Outkast, they performed at the Super Bowl together.
Wow!
Maroon 5, Travis Scott, Big Boy.
Oh, all three of them.
All three of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Not separately.
Okay.
Of course, Lady Gaga in 2017 performed. Yep. Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars performed together 2016 Super Bowl. Speaking of Beyonce, 2013. Let's see, who else? Of course, Usher. Pretty decent list of popular artists.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Lil Wayne definitely could easily do a Super Bowl. It just may not be in New Orleans. And he may end up doing one in Colorado, but I wouldn't have a problem with Lil Wayne doing a Super Bowl. But like I said, if I had to choose, I choose Kendrick. But I wouldn't be protesting or boycotting or talking down on Lil Wayne getting a Super Bowl. Yeah. He's a superstar. He's a hip hop GOAT. Why not?
If it's gonna be a person like Lil Wayne, I don't think Colorado would be it.
I know, I just randomly threw something out there. I'm over here. But I'm just saying.
It's like, if somebody from the NFL said, hey, we're going to have Lil Wayne perform this time in Philadelphia.
Right.
I don't think that would be it. It'd have to be somewhere exotic because it's Lil Wayne. So it'd have to be maybe like in Miami.
I can see that.
I can see that, Miami. Yeah, but then people will be feeling some type of way too. It's like that damn if you do, damn if you don't thing. Because then they're gonna be like, oh, Lil Wayne performing in Miami. Well, what about Trick Daddy?
What
about Uncle Luke?
Exactly.
What about Rick Ross?
Right. Yep. Exactly.
It's damn if you do, damn if you don't.
You know who else? Now, obviously, LL Cool J could do a Super Bowl, in my opinion.
Ooh. And he just dropped this new album, The Force, by the way.
Which is real good. I like it. Yeah. I like that album, man. It sounds real fresh. But yeah, LL. And
they probably were thinking about it too. They probably were thinking about we should get LL Cool J to perform.
Man, LL will put on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Now see, that's to the point of Kendrick. LL is a showman. He puts a show on. He has energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not in New Orleans.
But like I said, it's not about the city. It's about the Super Bowl.
I know, but you gotta also think too. Take like Kendrick Lamar. I mean, he's a guy that can perform anywhere. He can perform everywhere. He can.
LL can.
I think he could blend in with that whole Southern. I think his energy does.
His energy could go anywhere, but that's what I feel about LL. Y'all gonna stop sleeping on my boy LL.
I'm not sleeping on LL. I'm just saying, because there could be a chance, there could be hope that Kendrick Lamar, when we see Kendrick Lamar perform at the Super Bowl halftime, he might bring out Lil Wayne.
I'm almost sure he will. Even though they never did a song together, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
But I could see that. I think if they let him do that, I really think he should.
Mm-hmm.
That would be beautiful, man, because Lil Wayne, that is his city. But like I kept saying, it's not about the city, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a internationally televised, huge money grabbing event.
Yeah.
It's not just about black culture, white culture, Hispanic cultures. It's about football, sports culture, and capitalism. So, LL, you know who else I could see doing the Super Bowl? Now, this is my bias, and you may laugh when I say this.
It's a West Coast rapper, Arden Philly.
No, it isn't. You made me think about him when you said Philly.
Okay.
Fresh Prince.
Will Smith?
Yeah. Don't sleep. He got them songs. Now don't you forget, my boy.
That could have happened years ago.
No, it can happen now.
Oh no. Mm-mm. Not after that Oscar slap. Not after that Oscar slap. Oh no.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay. You talking about like from
no.
Yeah, I thought you talking about music wise, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
We know. We know Big Willie style. We know.
I'm about to say you better know. Not you, anybody. Y'all better start sleeping on my boy.
I know. Yeah. I know. Listen, I know, but yeah, that Oscar slap. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll probably be 70 years old by the time he perform at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it'll be too late then, man. But yeah, man, I like what they're doing with the Super Bowl. It really, now I ain't gonna lie, it surprised me when they did Dr. Dre and Snoop. I thought that was gonna be a little too gangster for the Super Bowl. But like we talked about in that episode about NWA, and like I mentioned, Dr. Dre is the one that made gangster rap accessible to the world. So he turned gangster rap to something people could party to. So he deserved, Well, but you know what though, with Dre and Snoop, when they perform at the Super Bowl, I knew that some of the songs, from Dre and Snoop and even everybody, with the exception of Mary J. Blige, I already knew that there were songs that they could not perform at the Super Bowl. And then I also think too, like Dre and Snoop, which by the way, they are coming out with their Missionary album this year. We're looking forward to it. By the end of this year, Snoop Dogg new album produced by Dr. Dre, Missionary. Right.
They're grown.
They have.
They're grown. Because if it was NWA, the NWA from back in the day and the Snoop from back in the day.
Yeah, that wouldn't even look right.
Yeah.
But they performed songs from back in the day. I mean, Snoop did some. I don't remember the song Snoop did when he was up there. They did nothing, but did they do nothing but a G thing?
They did nothing but a G thing. Yeah.
What else did they do?
I don't think they did Gin and Juice.
Yeah, I can't remember, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go back.
I know for sure they did nothing but a G thing.
Right. And did he do What's My Name?
You gotta go back and.
Yeah, I had to go back. Yeah, because I'm curious now. Right. I like to know what songs they chose. Yeah, that's interesting. Because like I said, I never would have put them in the Super Bowl because of their lyrics. So, like I said, hey, I try to be fair as I can. I'm not perfect, but I'm not going to try to be no obvious hypocrite. The same thing I criticize Lil Wayne content, and I love Dre and Snoop. Now, I'm a fan of them, but I don't know if I want them on that stage like the Super Bowl up there rapping about drugs, sex, and violence. I don't know if I want that on the world stage in the Super Bowl, and I love them. Now, I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of Lil Wayne, but I'm a fan of Dre and Snoop.
Right, but that's why I said, but that's the thing too, because that's why I said that there has to be some type of order between if Lil Wayne was selected, and Lil Wayne's camp and the NFL commissioner and everybody else behind the scenes, like give them, hey, these are songs that you can't perform, these are the songs that you can perform. And then you also got to think about it too, NFL, it's a family event. It's a family watch event. Kids are watching.
Right.
Everybody's watching. People from all walks of life are watching. So, to your point, it's not a local event, it's not a regional event, it's a international, it's more like an international event. It's an international event. Just like the Olympics, so.
But we kind of being not necessarily hypocritical. Like I said, they let Dre and Snoop perform last year, though.
The year before last.
Year before last, yeah, because Usher was last year, right. So.
I still, yeah. Well, like I said, I think over the years
they had 50 Cent on there, a dude that got shot multiple times. They had her album.
They did that. It's Your Birthday. Find Me in the Club.
Right. And he only did that one song, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it made sense. It made sense. It was in their hometown, LA, it's California. You know, it's a long time coming. It's been over 20, 25, 30 years. Hey, look, Dre, Snoop, Mary J. Blige, and I think that too was also the conversation, because to your point, Ted, Dre and Snoop, because keep in mind, they only have 8 to 10, maybe 17 minutes to perform during halftime. They probably could have performed some of those songs that you referenced to, but they couldn't in that time span because Mary J. Blige got to perform.
Right.
Eminem got to perform.
Right.
Kendrick got to perform.
Right.
You know, so we look at those factors as well too.
Right.
Right. But fast forward to Lil Wayne, and that's why I asked the question, like, what are some songs that Lil Wayne could have picked out of his pocket? Because, you know, for a performer to perform at the Super Bowl, they're not going to perform each song in its entirety.
Right.
They're going to perform like maybe 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, quick 16 balls.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I mentioned, like, okay, he could have brought out Hot Boys, he could have brought out Dre, Nicki Minaj, and all of them. So of course he's not going to go throughout his entire catalog, right? But the Kendrick, though, that one song, Not Like Us.
That's what they trying to capitalize on.
Yeah, I believe that if Kendrick Lamar did not participate in that disc, did not put that song out, then Lil Wayne could have performed.
Good point.
He could have been the halftime performer.
I would not disagree. I agree. I can see that. That's a good point. I think they trying to capitalize off the hype of Not Like Us. Because Kendrick did just perform the year prior to this last year. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of almost unfair he getting to do it twice. Like I said, if I was playing devil's advocate, I'd get it.
Right.
Yeah. But that's a good point, Sean. Mm-hmm. If Not Like Us didn't exist, I don't think Kendrick could be doing this. Now, that's just being honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's crazy. You know, and it's crazy. You know what's even crazier too? Like, Kendrick is a part of the Aftermath family. And Aftermath, there's a formula that Aftermath are known to do for years and years. Because I've studied each artist from Aftermath. Each artist from Aftermath are known for controversy. Think about it. Pac, he wasn't part of Aftermath. This was before. He was Death Row.
Right, but like, he's from that family tree.
Yeah. Dre, Dr. Dre and all, right? But you think about Dr. Dre, then after that, Snoop was never a part of Aftermath.
No.
But he's still
affiliated.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then but the main two, Eminem, 50.
Right. Definitely. Right.
Yeah. Eminem, 50. And then
now Kendrick. Yep. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Dre had his own controversy.
Yeah.
Yep.
All of them have put out classic diss songs. That's crazy. I'm just having an epiphany just now. I got to give myself a round of applause for that. That's an epiphany. They all have put out classic diss songs.
You talking about Dre, Kendrick, 50 and Eminem.
50, Kendrick.
That's man. I can see that. Now, what classic diss track Eminem has to you?
I would say one of them, because it's a whole bunch. I mean, Slim Shady, like the real Slim Shady.
That's a diss track to you?
It's because because he was name dropping a lot of people. It's not just only one person, because you can do a diss song and name drop as many people as you want. In my opinion. Mm-hmm. I mean, because think about it, in that song, speaking of Fresh Prince, in that song, The Real Slim Shady, Will Smith ain't got to sell records. He ain't got to sell records. I
do. So fuck him and fuck you too. Right.
Yeah.
But I don't.
This song toward Ja Rule, because it was Eminem, 50 Cent, and Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still don't think Eminem. Now, this is just me, and I'm a huge Eminem fan, so let me put that out there right now.
Okay.
But I can't say personally, speaking personally, I don't feel Eminem has a classic diss track that I was like, my God. Versus what I heard how 50 did Ja, how Kendrick just did Drake, and how Dre did Luke and Tim Dog and them on Fuck With Dre Day. Because I'm assuming that's the track you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
F With Dre Day. Pretty much the whole Chronic took a slice at them. Yeah, I don't know if, to me personally, a lot of Eminem disses has, from my memory right now, has came off more goofy than like ooh or like oh, you know what I mean? It was more like oh ha, ha, you know. But I get it. I know some Eminem fans are like, you crazy, he killed Benzino, but I'm like, Benzino, really? that's what we going who is Eminem? I mean, I know I don't want to get on change the subject, but who has Eminem really battled of caliber that, like, I'm trying to think. He went against ICP. Come on, that's easy work. You remember the diss song he had toward the Insane Clown Posse?
I got to go back and listen because it's been a long time. It's been a while since I heard that.
It's on the Marshall Mathers LP. And I mean, even that, I wouldn't like, you know, it was funny and I was like, oh, ha. It wasn't like Tupac against all odds, if you get what I'm saying. It was, I was like, woo. You know, but yeah. Anyway, but that's a good point, Sean.
To be fair, they're known for dissing. They're known for battling controversy. Yeah,
facts. I agree with you on that. Facts. Right. That was a good point. Matter of fact, almost everybody from the NWA family tree, like I talked about that other podcast we did when we were talking about NWA. When you think about all the different artists that you can trace back to the NWA, bro, it is insane. Like you could do a whole episode that may be an idea. If you just take away branch and look at all the branches that form from the NWA, it's crazy, man. Some of the artists that you could mention.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But back to the subject. Kendrick, I went to go see him during his Mr. Morale tour. I saw him in Atlanta at the State Farm Arena. And man, when I tell you that was a experience, not just a show, just the way the stage was set up, the different effects, it was a show, man. So I could see him put on a hell. I think he's gonna do something for the Super Bowl. We're gonna be like, I can't believe he did that.
Yeah.
Cause he's a little fearless, man. He's a little fearless.
Right.
Ain't no telling what Kendrick. It's no telling what Kendrick may pull on that stage that they don't even know about.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, last question before we get to wrap up. Now, what if Kendrick? Because sometimes I can be a bit skeptical about things. But what if Kendrick doesn't pull this off? Would it be like, because I can see the comments now. I can see the comments online and they say, oh, this is why you should have had Lil Wayne perform.
That's going to happen anyway, I think. You know, it's already going to be people bitter about Lil Wayne not getting it. So it's going to be people that's going to downplay it anyway. Watch. Oh, this y'all king. I can see it now. You know, but we had to wait and see.
Leading up to it, you know.
But like you said, go ahead.
No, I mean, regardless, people are gonna still watch it.
Right, definitely. Yeah, you know, we love to see people fail, man. People would love to watch and to see him fail. Oh my God, they would love.
So we can talk about it on our podcast.
Yeah, it gives people something to talk about, man. And the aha moment. You know, everybody like Devin the Dude got a song called Aha. It's always somebody waiting on you. It's always somebody around the corner waiting to say aha. That's life.
But yeah. But even if this is going to be a spectacular performance from Kendrick, it's still going to be talked about.
Either or.
Either or, right.
But I'm almost sure it's going to be a good performance. You know, the question would be, is it going to be good or great or historic? I don't think it's going to be bad, but it may just end up being good. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see. But yeah, I mean, with Lil Wayne, it's two sides, I feel. Two sides. I feel where he's coming from because I can relate. You know, work that
definitely. I think
platforms, and I'm like, man, why I didn't get invited to the Radio Hall of Fame? Why I didn't get an award at the Radio Hall of Fame and this, that, and the other, you know. And you, like you said, it is a business at the end of the day too, because it's the NFL. You know?
Yeah, it's an event.
It's an event.
It's not local. It's not a local thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then a lot of people too. I want to make sure I don't leave this out before we wrap up. But what I didn't like was the people coming at Jay-Z about it.
Oh man, yeah. People love a reason to tear him down, and I'm not saying he's perfect by any means, but yeah. You mentioned Jay-Z name, and the Sharks come out. Yeah, a lot of people do not like Jay-Z for multiple reasons.
Yeah, they like the old Jay-Z.
No, I don't know, man. Jay-Z has always had hate since he came out, man. Yeah, people hate on Jay, and for some reasons, rightfully so. But obviously, you got people that just hate on him, man, because you know that's the thing to do. Especially once you get a certain status, you know, people want to tear you down. We love watching people fall, man. People love seeing stars fall. You know, it makes our lives seem better. You know, because a lot of people are already jealous. Yeah, that's my perspective on it.
Yeah, that's a conversation we're gonna have on Therapy Ain't No Joke in the near future.
Yeah.
you see why I do the Beat Break Morning Show and Therapy Ain't No Joke and all the other shows outside of the Beat Break Morning Show. I mean, it's just, you know, it's one conversation after another, man. But hey, this has been a good conversation, man, because you know I talked to DJ Rollum about it offline, and it wasn't supposed to be an episode surrounding this, but then me and Roland talking about it, and unfortunately Roland couldn't make it tonight. But I was like, man, you know what? If we're talking about it this long, this sounds to me like a podcast episode. And we wanted to get your perspective and even hear other people's perspectives too tonight. This has been going on for days online. You know, I mean, like I said, I think Kendrick can, or he might, bring out Lil Wayne.
I do too.
Yeah. Lil Wayne probably ain't gonna have time to perform his songs, and you know, but we shall see.
He may completely surprises and bring out Master P. Make him sing real quick. Nobody be prepared for that.
Kendrick, Lil Wayne, and Master P on stage.
Yeah. Hey, I was watching another podcast. He made a point that honestly, Master P probably be a better performance than Lil Wayne. Performance now.
Yeah.
That's the key word. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, we also think about longevity too, because Master P, No Limit been out way longer than Cash. On my
yeah, a little longer. Now I wouldn't say way longer, but they definitely were before. Yeah.
But then, and then, you know, if Master P comes out, then people are going to be expecting, because you got to look at the expectation of people, and then the question is once again, it's like that. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. And then people will be like, "Oh, Master P just came out. Why didn't Master P bring out Silk the Shocker?"
Right, exactly.
I'm like, because everybody's in jail now.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't make everybody happy, man.
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah, we got no limit out, man. Everybody is gone. Everybody is in jail.
And plus, like I go back to what I said, every time we have a conversation, boy, we always bring it back around.
Yeah.
Like I said, do we really want that type of representation on that big of a stage? And I would say no. I would rather have somebody that got some substance to their music. Still can jam, like they not preachy. I ain't saying they got to be preachy, but somebody that could bring a little something more to the stage.
Now, if you're talking about preaching, now bring out Kurt Franklin.
Yeah, or
I can see Kurt Franklin performing at the Super Bowl.
I
could. I
bet you could.
I could. I think because Kurt Franklin got enough controversy right now to be performing at the Super Bowl.
What happened with him? I don't know that about.
Yeah, with his father and his family and all the stuff that went viral. Him cussing.
I thought that was last year.
There's a lot of different things that went viral for Kurt, over the past few years now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I can really see. Look, if Kurt
performance-wise, I can see it.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say, if he could perform on stage with Kanye West.
Oh my God! Now you talking. Yeah, I can see that. Now you got me. That's a good idea. I hope y'all listening. That's a good idea. But you can't put religion into the Super Bowl though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But Kurt Franklin has been he's definitely been 10 toes down into the secular realm of music, for the past years now.
Well, I take Kanye over all of them, man. Kanye or Jay-Z, they definitely deserve Super Bowl because they could rock that thing out.
Yeah. Now Kanye with his head state, he would probably be a good performer to perform at a Super Bowl in Colorado. With his head state is at now.
He could do it anywhere, man. And then it'd be creative, like the way I think Kendrick is going to do it. Kanye's. Have you ever seen Kanye in concert?
Absolutely.
Bro, it's an experience, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Have you seen Kanye perform in Atlanta?
Not in the A. I saw him in New Orleans. Yeah. That's funny. I did. I saw him at the Essence Fest.
You would have to, but see, Kanye, if we're gonna see Kanye West perform at a Super Bowl, he gotta channel that old Kanye West back. You gotta bring back that old Kanye West back. Because now Kanye, he's just in a different mindset now.
He is, but he's still a talent, man. Did you hear his album Vultures?
Nah.
It's pretty good, man. The first one, the second one kind of forgetful, but
the last album I heard was Donda.
Yeah, Donda was straight, and yeah. But check out that first Vultures. That Vultures 2, I wasn't really feeling it, but the first one good.
I'm gonna check it out.
And check out that LL, man.
Yeah, the same night as the Super Bowl.
And check out that new LL too.
LL Cool J, The Force. Yeah, I told you all, it's been a great year for hip hop, man. This has been. This has been a great year for hip hop since I want to say 2006.
Oh man, I would say 2020. 2020 was a hell of a year because everybody was in the house. Man, I got so many songs on my 2020 rap list. I was like, damn, it was just a lot of good music, man, for me. Yeah. Okay. You said 2006. It's been plenty of years.
I know.
That. Yeah, 2012 was a good year if I remember right. Yeah, because that sticks out of my head. 2012. So yeah. But 2024 has definitely been a real good year. For rap so far.
More albums are getting ready to come out between now and December.
Right.
2024. Like I mentioned, the new Snoop Dogg slated to be out by the end of the year.
And Ghostface dropped the album this year. I had forgot all about it. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's not bad at all, man. Okay. Ghostface. Who else did I listen to recently? It was somebody else. It'll come to me in a minute. But yeah, it's been some good music. Like we said, Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, me and my wife may be coming up there, Sean, to come see Rhapsody. in the end of September. We thinking about it.
Okay. Hey, there we go. There we go, man. So you heard it here first, right here on the morning show. All right, see, that's why I had to come back to Atlanta. I had to come back to my roots. All right, man. Tick in the building. We appreciate it, Tick, for this conversation. We definitely got to talk offline about this idea that I have in mind. Talk, yeah. Because I don't want our viewers to know just yet. We ain't trying to let the cat out the bag just yet.
Right.
That was our topic for tonight. The cat out the bag. But,
right.
Yeah. We I told you all before. I told you all that I officially stopped talking about politics. I'm not talking about politics. I cannot talk.
It's draining, man. Yeah.
Okay,
just like talking about religion. Yeah. It could be very draining.
Right. All right, but in real life, there are people that do eat cats. That there are some people that do eat cats.
Yep.
I mean, depend on how you interpret what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. Oh, man.
Let me get off the mic before I get canceled.
Yeah. You better stop putting
Let me get off the mic before I get canceled, man. And how can people follow you?
Well, listen, if you want to look me up on Facebook, Kevin Tick Robinson, or look up my book page, Goat 50 on Facebook, GOAT acronym 50. So it's in the acronym form, Goat 50. Yeah, you can look that up on Facebook, follow and like that page. But other than that, catch me on here sometime whenever Cuzzo gives me an invite.
Yeah.
And who knows what I may do my own podcast at some point in the future.
Yeah.
I got a ton of ideas. So yeah, I love talking this talk, man. This is what I do.
That's what it is. All right, appreciate it, Tick. Thanks so much. Big Break Morning Show, Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum. Thank you. We'll talk offline.
All right, man. Call me whenever.
Yes, sir. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I hope we're not about to get into no Shannon Sharpe stuff. You still on live.
And make sure you girl, I'm off that podcast. I'm off that podcast now, girl. Come on over here. I got a heaps of dicks for you. Come on, girl. Yeah, I'll talk about that hip hop guy. Ready?
I just want to make sure he's off. I just want to, he's married, y'all. He's married, so we want to make sure. Okay, he's completely off. He's good. He's good. Oh my God. All right, we're live. Okay. Follow me. Follow me at Beat Break Radio on all social media. Follow me at Beat Break Radio. Not too late to send your money, donate, Cash App, $ Reach One Communications. To support the content, we need to support them. Cash App, $ Reach One Communications. Okay. At Beat Break Radio, too. Tune in next week. Therapy ain't no joke. I might need to see a therapist after this show. I'm gonna need to see another therapist. Therapy ain't no joke. Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Also we're going to be airing Soul Dates Live 4 times a week, starting Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Soul Dates Live Monday on Honey. Don't forget to download the Honey app. Honey, download that right now. Go to reach1communications.com. Tell somebody you know to download the Honey app. And I'm about to lose my train of thought because of the shenanigans. And don't forget the Flow Television Network. You can check us out on the Flow Television Network. Shout out to Stephanie Starworth. Shout out to the team over at the Flow Television Network. We're on Apple TV, Fire TV, Android TV. Okay, I'm all over the place, y'all. I gotta get up out of it. Gotta get up out of it. Okay. Until next week, same time, same streaming platform, same network, same channel. This is the Be Break Morning Show. We're out of here, y'all. Okay, have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, goodness. All right. Let me make sure I'm on. I gotta make sure I'm on IG. I'm on IG Live, by the way. I gotta make sure I completely turn that off. We out of here, y'all.